Hey socialites, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariel. I create mostly beauty videos, a little bit of fashion, as well as lifestyle vlogs. So be sure to hit the subscribe button so you too can become a socialite. So today is an exciting video. I'm going to be doing another foundation review. This is a skin tint. It is the new Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint from Danessa Myricks Beauty. So this is supposed to be a hydrating and smoothing product that's infused with skincare and supposed to provide light coverage. This skin tint does contain vegan collagen peptides, which visibly smooths skin texture and plumps fine lines. It also contains ceramides, which is supposed to strengthen and protect your skin's barrier. I did order this skin tint from Sephora because it's not yet in stores and it retails for $36. Every single thing that I use on my face today will be linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. So if you want to see how I got this look and my thoughts about the new Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint, then keep on watching. Okay, socialites, so this is the box that the skin tint comes in, which is a beautiful bronzy color that most Danessa Myricks products come in. It does have the white lettering on there with your color at the top. Now the actual bottle of the skin tint looks like this. It is in a squeeze tube type situation that most skin tints come in. It does have the same bronzy color to it with this plastic type cap that's a bronzy, almost like a transparent look to it, which I feel like is really cute. I like Danessa Myricks packaging. The website does say to start off with about a quarter size of the product, so about this much should be enough. Consistency is maybe a medium consistency because it doesn't run right away. It's not super loose, but it is a very slow run that seems like it wants to start. I'm gonna start in the areas that I need the most coverage first. This is a light coverage skin tint, so let's see just how light it is. Could we possibly get medium coverage out of it, or is this a true light coverage product? They do say that you could use your fingertips to blend it out, a sponge, or a brush. I'm going to use something a little bit more dense, so I'm going in with my Real Techniques number 200 brush. This is giving very light coverage, you guys. It feels almost like a water type solution. It doesn't feel like a foundation at all. It feels like I'm blending water on the skin. But I do like the finish of it. It's extremely skin-like and it's very lightweight. If I were to compare it to another skin tint, let's say like the Fenty skin tint, this feels more lightweight than the Fenty skin tint. But I do think that the coverage is decent. I feel like you can build this up to about a medium coverage because it is covering some of my pigmentation. My pigmentation is not completely see-through, and I like the color, you guys. I'm happy about the color because I ordered it online. It's not in stores yet. I was a bit nervous about it, but the color is absolutely perfect. I got the color 11. It does come in 16 different shades, and over half of them would probably work for African American skin tones. For highlighting, I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. This one's in the color 6.5G Brittle. I'm starting on the outer edges, working my way upward. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer. This one's in the color Tan 3. I would say that this bronzer is about a medium coverage. It's not super opaque, which I like whenever I'm using skin tints. I like to use a cream bronzer that's not too full of coverage. To set my highlighted areas, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder. This one's the Ultra Blur formula. I'm going to fill in my brows with my Sephora Micro Brow Pencil. Palette from Juvia's Place, and use these two browns for the crease. Now I'm going to take the darkest brown from the same palette and just deepen the outer corners. I'm going to take Urban Decay's Moon Dust Shadow in the color Space Cowboy. This gives sort of a light, glittery look, very understated. For liner, I'm going to use my Rare Beauty liner. This is such an easy, effortless product, you guys. This was on my May favorites. With my LA Girl pencil in the color Nude, I'm going to sweep the same dark brown for my lower lash line. To set the rest of my face, I want to use a powder that's somewhat lightweight, that doesn't give too much coverage, because I still want to see my skin through the product. So I'm going to use the Sephora Collection Press Powder. This is their Micro Smooth Powder in the color Mahogany. I'm going to use my Dior Rosy Glow Blush. This one is in the color Pink. To deepen it, I'm going to use a discontinued product, you guys. It is barely any left in here, which is Pincho Pink from MAC. For mascara, I'm going to use my Fenty Hella Thick Mascara. For lips, I'm going to use my YSL Lip Balm lipstick in the color 44. With Makeup by Mario's lip liner, this one's in the color Travis. And I'm going to overline with Cork lip liner from MAC. To set my face, I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Spray. So this is the final look. The website doesn't state how long lasting the product is, so we're going to be the judge of that. It's now 4:30 p.m. so I'm going to wear my makeup for the rest of the day, and I'll come back and let you guys know my final thoughts. Hey socialites, so I'm back. It's now 10 o'clock p.m. so it's right at 5.5 hours later. So I do like the color. It didn't oxidize whatsoever, so shade 11 is perfect for me. If you're my skin tone, 11 will definitely work. I did get oily mainly in the forehead area. I didn't use any type of primers, which I prefer not to use primers on foundation reviews. That way I can better recommend the best primer for you. So I would definitely use somewhat of an oil controlling primer. The Danessa Myricks Balm would probably be good for that. Or you could probably go in with the Secure the Sweat from Patrick Starr. That's another really good oil controlling primer. Fine lines and pores weren't emphasized at all, but this formula does contain ingredients to help with plumping and fine lines. So it did perfect in that area. If you're wondering who this product is for, I would say this product will work for any skin type. Because it didn't get super oily, I think it will work for my oily girl. Just make sure you use a good oil controlling primer. The fact that it has the hydrating properties in the formula, this would also be great for somebody with dry skin and anywhere in between. One of the things I really like about this skin tint, besides the plumping properties and the shade that matches so great to my skin tone, is that it's so weightless. It's virtually weightless. When it goes on the skin, it feels almost like water, and it doesn't feel like you have anything on. Comment down below if you were interested in getting this foundation or if you've gotten it already. Every single thing that I used on my face today will be linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit subscribe on your way out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love. 'Cause too fresh with the scars. Well, I don't have the